afternoon, Pokesports. Over to another VGC Battle Stadium Series 12 video. Bring you a physical, I repeat, physical XERNEAS team. Now, this team is by jpaulomarcelo, did send this to us over on Twitter, and it immediately caught my eye, right? There's not a lot of people that are brave enough to try out physical XERNEAS, but the reasoning behind it makes a lot of sense, right? Nowadays, with Zacian running around and running rampant, it's really difficult to get Geomancy up. Also, Dynamax is around. It's really easy to boost your stats, double your HP. XERNEAS just isn't that much of a threat anymore. And at the same time, XERNEAS doesn't like to Dynamax because it has to set up the Geomancy first. So there is a little bit of a anti-synergy there because you do need the setup, and redirection just isn't as common. So why just ignore all of that? Dynamax it under Tailwind and just do physical damage. No one would see it coming. And it has the exact same attack and special attack, so we could just go ahead and try it out, right? Now that paired along with the Regieleki, which I hope we get to use in today's video. I'm sure we will get to use in today's video, but you know, I'm excited to try that out. The Regieleki is going to be great paired next to that. The Regieleki is going to be great paired next to maybe even the Dynamax Landers if we want to go down that route. We do have wide lens on this XERNEAS. I don't know if there's a better item for it. I almost just like would rather have the life orb there anyway and just miss every play rough, but it does help us miss less play roughs, and I think that's the big one. And the cool thing is that we also do have access to a grass move, that being Horn Leech, so we are going to do a lot of damage to opposing ogres as well, and even opposing AV Groudons. So I mean, I'm down for this. I want to see where this goes. If you guys are excited to see how the physical XERNEAS goes here on the channel, go ahead, hit the like button down below and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. With that said, let's get on to today's battles. Ew, Eviltalization team is it's a little gross, not gonna lie. Also with a little bit of a Trick Room package here. Honestly, XERNEAS goes pretty hard if we can knock out the Zacian, right? I think so. Let's bring XERNEAS, but not in the lead for obvious reasons. I feel like they're definitely gonna want to bring Zacian in the lead, and I'm kind of inclined to bring Whimsicott and Eleki in my lead, because that just does well into their whole team. Now, if they bring Landers, we would be a little bit sad, but it's okay. We'll bring XERNEAS and Ogre in the back. Again, we just have to worry about the Gastro too, but oh, that double ground with the Eleki is a little bit annoying, not gonna lie. I could bring a ground type myself. Also an Intimidator. Also a potential Dynamax candidate as well. But do we really leave the Ogre behind? That seems a little sus. No, I'm bringing Ogre. I'm bringing Ogre. We're definitely gonna want Tailwind into this team, unless they lead the P2. And if they lead P2, then we switcheroo. We get that eject button on that P2. We make the P2 leave. Problem solved. And we take the Eviolite away from P2, which is like huge, right? It'll definitely weaken the P2 for the rest of the game. They actually are gonna lead with the P2 and the Zacian here. Thankfully, I wasn't born yesterday. And they am going to get the switcheroo off on the P2, which is awesome. That's all I really care about. They could predict me to go for max lightning into the dog for some reason, but I don't even know if I'm going to max here. Of course you have Prankster. It's fine. I'm going to switcheroo here. Take the Eviolite. And I'm just going to E-Web because this also gives me a little bit of speed control onto the Zacian for later down the line. And it kind of just does solidify the fact that I'm about to get Eerie Impulse, so I might as well just E-Web so that I don't rely on damage, I rely on support right now. I think one E-Web is all I really need for my XERNEAS to outspeed the Zacian. Or even the Ogre outspeed the Zacian, right? They're going to withdraw the Zacian, even better. Probably into a ground type. Cool. Fine by me again. Use a switcheroo. Yeah, you're not doing this whole Trick Room thing. We're not having it. Give me that Eviolite. Take this eject button. Here's the E-Web. Doesn't affect the Gastro, but does connect onto the P2. Goodbye, P2. Find a better Pokemon to go into. Also loses the Prankster, which I'm really happy about. Very happy about it, losing that Prankster right there. Now, did they bring both ground types is the question? No, they brought the Yveltal in the back, right? So they have to go into either Zacian or Yveltal. They're going into Zacian. So now is when I can go for Helping Hand and Max Lightning that spot, because no matter what happens, Something is weak to electric in that spot. Because Gastra's on the field. Gastra's going to remain on the field for the rest of the game. Hopefully. I'm going to go for the helping hand here. I'm going to go for the Dynamax Max Lightning. Also, this Dynamax Max Lightning prevents me from getting yawned too, which is really nice. And we're just going to go into the Zacian spot. They can protect if they want. Fine by me. Doesn't matter. No matter what goes into that spot, it will die to Max Lightning, which is all I care about. Even P2. Even P2. Because P2 has no Eviolite to use. So Lucky's put in some work, baby. You know I love me some Lucky, man. I love playing hyper offense teams with Lucky because it's just so free sometimes. They're Dynamaxing the Gastro. Is that worth it to you? That means you're not Dynamaxing a Yveltal? Is that really worth it though? This means they're definitely protected with the Zacian, but I'm still getting the electric terrain up. And I'm still living because of Focus Sash. Nope, no protect with Zacian though. Okay, wild. They double that spot then? Alright, they just sacked the Zacian off to me. Listen, my XERNEAS can run wild now. Because you got a P2, you got a Yveltal, and you got a Gastrodon, and I have Horn Leech. XERNEAS won the game. Done. I can't. This is XERNEAS' game right now. Go ahead, knock out my Lucky. Don't care. Raise your special defense. Also don't care. I got a physical XERNEAS. Oh, this is great. This is going to be wild. I'm going to love being here. Send in anybody. It's the Yveltal. Amazing. Absolutely wonderful. Yeah, we just helping hand boost and we just keep going for lightnings. Like, even if they swap, even if they protect, I don't care. It doesn't matter. They might be AV here. They're sucker punching. Fine. I get my XERNEAS in. Done. Problem solved. First thing I do is I click Tailwind and I Horn Leech this stupid thing. Or a helping hand even, maybe. They think the special defense is going to save them. This is so funny. Should I stop the Gastro or stop the Yveltal first? I could technically do both. I think I should stop Gastro first though. Because then I can get my Ogre in and start doing Ogre things later too. I wonder if a helping hand boosted Horn Leech would knock out Gastrodon in all reality. It honestly might not. So I think I'm actually just going to Tailwind first. Since that's Sucker Punch, it could be AV. I'm going to Tailwind and play rough. I know I could miss this, but I think this is a safer play here. Because then next turn I could helping hand boost and then go for the Horn Leech without having to worry about taking damage from Yveltal. Yeah, play rough. We did it! We finished the video. The video is over. We hit play rough once. Max Quick again. Oh, this is great. Oh, and it's a 3-hit KO. Oh, it's honestly amazing. Gastro, you better run. Gastro might think that... I mean, they're just going to protect Trick Room next turn, right? Which, I still helping hand boost. They got Fairy Aura. Fairy Aura was already on the field, so it doesn't actually matter. I think I just go for the helping hand boost and knock out the P2 first. Because they might protect with the Gastro and try to set up Trick Room. That's my thought process. Nah, I have a lot of faith on my wide lens. I have all the faith in the world on my wide lens right now. All right, let's clap for our XERNEAS. Let's play rough into the P2. No Eviolite, baby. Oh, they get Trick Room up. And they just go for Earth Power. Dang. Hold on, this could be bad still. They do get Trick Room up, dang. I almost wonder if I should have just knocked out the Gastro there. Hold on, we could still lose. don't quite like the situation that I'm in currently. They're going to recover on P2. That's a fact. And they're going to Earth Power on XERNEAS. That's another fact. So I'm just going to go for the Moonblast and Protect for now. There's no point in attacking P2 until it's the last Pokemon of the game. I really thought that I would have been able to knock out P2 if the Eviolite wasn't there, but I guess that's not the case. Yeah, there's the Recover. I wish I could taunt that right now, but I just don't have it. Would have been convenient. Followed by the Earth Power into the Zern. It's fine. We're probably gonna have to switch in our Ogre soon. At least we get some chip damage off on the... What is that? Lefties? I don't like that. I think I'm gonna give that to my... I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give that to my Whim. Because I don't like it on you. So let's switcheroo that. Get rid of that. Give you an Eviolite. Switch into my Ogre. I'm pretty much forced to just stall the Trick Room at this point. Which is super unfortunate that this P2 is still a nuisance to me this late in the game, man. This late in the game, the P2 is still a big nuisance to me. Oh, I should have just dealt with this Gastro when I had the chance, man. I could still very much lose this. All right, we took the lefties from them. They go for the foul play, which shouldn't do. Why does that hurt my Ogre so much? Stop, game. Game, not right now. Stop with this nonsense. With these crits. Even that did too much damage. Bruh, stop. I don't like this. Tailwind Peters. I guess that helps a little. I have to calculate my Trick Room turns. 2. Perfect. Part of me wants the Helping Hand and Origin Pulse just so the P2 goes down. And then Hornleech should be able to win the game after Protect next turn. Okay, that's what I think I'm going to do. I'm Helping Handing and I'm Origining. I need to connect with the P2. I need to knock out the P2. Which I think I will. Assuming they don't go for Recover. I think they have to double into my Ogre here if they have any chance of winning. The Eerie. The Helping Hand helps that a little bit. And they yawn. Hold on. They went for a no damage turn. They yawned my Whim. All right, I'm gonna give it Storm Drain. That's okay. The goal here is to knock out Porygon 2 if I can. There's no Eviolite. I am Eerie Impulsed, but this is still a lot of damage boosts. Yes! I won. Woo! That's what I like to see. Okay, Pokemon, we're gaming again. All right, that's all I care about. Let Whimsicott get yawned. It doesn't matter. I'm now locked on an Origin. Also doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep O-pulsing. Like, I need them to just knock out one of my Pokemon so I can get the win con back on the field. Doesn't actually matter how long it takes, you know. I can get them +6. It doesn't matter. Hornleech is gonna obliterate it. I also can't risk a switch in because that's just dumb. Right? Why would I risk a switch in? All right, Whimsicott's going to bed. It's okay. Twisted Dimensions return to normal, which means we get to go again. Again, I'm locked into Origin. I'm not going to risk a switch in. There's no need. Just please go for my Ogre. Now we have to beat the +6. Stop. It's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. I'm helping you at this point, dude. I'm helping you. This is good for you. I'm giving you water. All right. Just keep doing the exact same thing until the end of the game. Whimsicott wakes up. Okay, at least I'm putting a little bit of pressure on them. Did they not have, like, Protect or anything? Because they're not clicking it. Ice Beam. Knock out Whim, please. Stop it! Why are you trying to freeze me before you sleep me? I don't think my opponent realizes I'm trying to help them here. I mean, I guess they might realize that the win con is the Pokemon I have in the back. I don't know if they know about Horn Leech, but they might know since they know that I'm physical. I guess that's a good point. But no, if they're still attacking, then I guess they don't know that. Even if you bring this to timer, you lose. So you have to let me through, one way or another. All right, they go for. Thank goodness. Goodbye, Whim. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you, Whimsicott. Now, if Horn Leech doesn't knock out, then I'll be very sad. I don't even know what to say. I feel like it has to, though. It has to, and I'm gonna get all my health back. Granted, what did I get this Gastrodon to? +3 currently? 4. +4 with +3 special defense. Yeah, we're Horn Leeching. And I guess it doesn't matter what we go for here. Will this knock out? I'm pretty sure it will. Horn Leech. Bop. Into Gastro. That will be game. And that was a lot harder than it should have been. But nevertheless, a ton of fun. Physical XERNEAS is taking a dub. Up against another Ogre and another Whim. Also a Zacian, which isn't the funnest thing to see. But what goes super hard here is definitely the Electroweb. They have no ground type moves to really stop my Electroweb from doing Electroweb things, which is really cool. Really nice, really awesome. Could also just lead with the Ogre and Specs, then just like Whimsicott, but that's probably what they're gonna end up doing since I don't have any way of just, you know, stopping them from doing that. So I think I have to bring the Whim as a lead, bring the XERNEAS in the back, and then maybe just my Ogre in the back too. Yeah. I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, the real Pokemon that I have to worry a lot about is this Kartana. They do have double steel types, so maybe bringing my XERNEAS isn't the best thing in the world. But it's not going to be my Dynamax focus this game. I think my Dynamax focus this game has to be the Electroweb. I mean, we're playing into Ogre for crying out loud, right? Like, I have to Dynamax this Electroweb. Now, I could have brought the Landorus to just, you know, maybe help deal with that Kartana matchup a little bit better. But it's all right. We'll be fine. Let's not worry and stress about things before they happen, right? Who knows? Maybe they didn't even bring the Kartana. Yeah, right. They totally brought Kartana. If they didn't bring Kartana, they're just trolling. My two restricteds are Ogre and XERNEAS. They led with Kartana. Jeez, relax. But that's fine. Because it does still put a lot of pressure on them. The insult with the fake out's a little bit upsetting for my Whim, but I can always swap that out if I'd like to. I just don't exactly know who I would want to swap that into. I definitely know I want a Dynamax Max Lightning. Honestly, maybe even just do that onto Kartana. That would put a lot of pressure, or maybe just an Incin. I'm gonna do it on Kartana for now, just because Kartana kind of screws up my whole team. Could Helping Hand. Yeah, I'm gonna Helping Hand it and boost it on Kartana. We'll see how this goes. We'll definitely see how this goes. Because I think that this will still do a lot of damage because Kartana's special defense is absolutely hilarious. You know, it's just not there. So this being Transistor boosted stab, special defense lowering, or the Kartana having low special defense, I think that we're going to do some damage here. Now, they're definitely going to Dynamax the Kartana as they should, right? We already talked about how many times do we say how good the Kartana is in this very matchup. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if the Kartana just went for Airstream onto my Whim, knocked on my Whim, got the speed boost on their side of the field. But let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope they actually want to target the Electroweb. They do go with the fake out, so they are going to E-button my Whim out, and this is huge. Because we can kind of change who they're going to hit, which is nice, right? We get to preserve the Tailwind. I don't want my Ogre to take damage. Since I do feel like my XERNEAS is my weakest link on the team, I'm actually going to throw in XERNEAS here. And then just hope that they don't go for a Steel Spike. But the way that they're playing this, it's definitely looking like it's going to be just a straight up Airstream. How much does Lightning do? Not even close to enough. That's actually really pathetic damage. Oh no. I'm not happy about that damage output, not gonna lie. They do just airstream. So it does mean they're faster. I'm gonna protect XERNEAS because like what other option do I have? And I'm gonna go for another lightning onto the Kartana spot. That is that AV? Is that why it did no damage? It has to be, right? So should I just target the instant instead? But like what am I gonna do to deal with this Kartana? I have no other way to deal with this Kartana right now. So yeah, I'm gonna protect. They're at plus. They're gonna be at +2 after this turn unless they go for the steel spike. I think Kartana does outspeed Lucky here. Nope, not yet. So they might even be like specially defensive, to be entirely honest. Like if I'm still outspeeding them, they do switch to steel spike. So that means I'm gonna outspeed them next turn too. Hold on, this is big. This is really big. They might have messed up there. They should have airstreamed twice to make sure that I don't outspeed them here, but I do. Dang it, man. Parting shot. That screws us up a little bit. I think XERNEAS is just gonna have to die, right? I think XERNEAS is just gonna have to die. There's not much we could do about it. They send in the Zacian. Okay, so this is just two things that that can kill XERNEAS, right? I think I'm gonna lightning Kartana again, since I'm predicting it to have Assault Vest, so it can't. Oh, that's fine. Listen, I'm just going for Kartana. Like that's it. I don't have any other reason to go for anything else. Fortunately, I don't get the double protect. Doesn't actually matter here. As long as I can it's so close. Do they airstream again? Don't airstream. They still spike again. Fine. XERNEAS, I'm sorry. Maybe next battle will be your battle. Not right now. What I have to do now here is just get Tailwind up. I'm so surprised they didn't raise their own speed there because they had the opportunity to. They raised their own attack. It won't matter. Wait, I don't need Tailwind. Not yet, at least. I go Ogre. I go Water Spout, and I E-Web. Or do I still need Tailwind? Should I still do Tailwind? I think I should still do Tailwind because my Ogre, even though it is fast, it's specs and not choice. So I don't feel comfortable with the Kartana on the field because the Kartana will still be able to outspeed. I'm not 100% confident that I can knock out Kartana with an E-Web, and I could also miss E-Web. So let's not play too risky if we don't have to, right? I think the safest play here is just going to be E-Web and Tailwind. Oh, I didn't know Kartana was that low. Maybe I should have gone Ogre. It's fine. It's fine. Doesn't matter. The Tailwind is still safe. Tailwind plus E-Web. We do double connect with the E-Web, which means the Kartana will be going down here, thankfully. And we get a little bit of speed drops on the Zacian, which does kind of force the swap and help us in the end game, even when Tailwind does go away. Which is nice. Now, they get to B-Blade once. If they're smart, they didn't go for the Electroweb. Just saying. Yeah, they did go for the Whim. The Whim has the helping hand. I would have been able to abuse that so much with Ogre in the end game. And now I get Specs Water Spouts. Oh, but now they get instant to swap back. Maybe I should lock on to something else. Maybe I should lock on to Old Pulse since I can't change my moves, right? Oh, that instant swap is actually very problematic here. Yeah, I think I'm just going to switch the T-Bolt onto Zacian. I wish I could protect or something. I just can't. And I'm going to go for Old Pulse. I'm not going to Water Spout. It's really risky. There's a fake out. Into the Ogre, as it should be. I do still get the T-Bolt off. If I get a parry here, that'd be huge. No, there's the flinch. Here's the play rough. They do connect, unfortunately. Oh, but we live. Yes. We live at 3. That's all we needed. That is absolutely all we needed. We E-Web. Do we need to E-Web or should we just go for the safe and secure KO on Zacian? Yeah, we just go for safe and secure. And the ult pulse should be enough to knock out Instant no matter what health it's at. Sulky's putting in work. So much work. Oh my goodness. Ogre living at 3 like no one's business. They want to get fake out again. Makes a lot of sense. They swap into Zapdos here. There's a Zacian Protect. It's fine. Zapdos is going to take an ult pulse. I think it's fine at least. There's the ult pulse into the Protect. Followed by the ult pulse into the Zapdos. A lot of damage. Will it knock out? I'm actually hoping it doesn't. So unfortunate. Really not fortunate. Thing is, they bring back the instant, right? They can't protect with Zacian. They have to decide, do they fake out Ogre or do they go into my Eleki spot? No matter what, I knock out the Zacian, right? That's my only play here. So let's go for the Thunder. Let's go for the Origin Pulse. And then it's going to be Eleki versus Instant in the end game, which I think Instant actually wins. So unfortunate. They go for the double protect. They actually don't get it. They do still go for the fake out here onto the Ogre, as they should. So we are able to knock out the Zacian, which is really nice. With just a straight T-Ball. It's like I said, it's Ogre, not Ogre. It's Instant versus Eleki in the end game. They can Flare Blitz me, but I'm in rain. The Tailwind Peters, that's fine. Doesn't matter. All right, now we got this end game. I just T-Balled until the end of the game. That's it. If they have a dark move, they have a very good chance of winning. I was really hoping that would do more. They have Throat Chop. How many can we take? Yo, what the heck is that? What is that damage? GG, man. That is a strong instant. I need a T-Bolt para. I haven't gotten parried one. I haven't gotten a para once. There's the Citrus, no para. GG. They deserved it. They played this like an absolute legend. I mean, preserving that fake out for the exact right opportunity is exactly what they had to do to win the game. And then preserving it a second time shows that they know how to play instant well and shows that they know what's going on with the game. So GG, Simon. Paco, I got questions. Hey, listen, this is a Series 12 team, and I'm honestly terrified. Jigglypuff does get Friend Guard, right? That's the thing that it does. Interesting. Now, if I had Zacian, I would tear through that team, but I just don't. Unfortunately, they do look like they have a little bit of a trick room thing going. I can maybe stop that. Definitely an Ogre lead is nice. Maybe even Ogre Lecky to break Sash and Water Spout. I think that might be my play here. We just go Ogre Lecky right away. Bring the Zern in the back. We don't need Wim. Their whole team is so slow. So thankfully we can leave the Wim in the back. So it's between Finny and Lando. They don't have any sleepers, so I'm going to keep Finny behind. I think I'm going Lando. Lando in a double ice team, though? Should I do Finny? What do I got here on Finny? Soak, Defog, Nature's Madness, and Haze. I don't have any attacking moves. I do have things to like break their health in half, which is something. Yeah, I guess so. Like, sure. Let's bring Finny. The Defog could help if they set screens, but I don't think they're doing screens. It could help if they said Trick Room. I could do Soak and Electric move. I guess I'm just clicking Nature's Madness the whole time. That's all I'm going to end up doing with the Finny. All right, Frostmoth Hatterene is going to be their lead of choice. One of these two mons has the Fake Out. Not Fake Out. Focus Sash. Both start with F. It's hard. Words are hard. This is just an E-Web, right? Actually, why risk E-Web? Why not just Spout? Oh, wait, Wide Guard. I'm not dumb. Who gets Wide Guard? Frostball? Okay, well, my friend over here just forced me to Dynamax the Ogre. And also forced me to just T-Bolt the Hatterene. You get Wide Guard, don't you? I remember playing Frostmoth on the channel. That stupid thing gets Wide Guard. I almost threw right away. Frostmoth. Control F, wide. It does get Wide Guard. I knew it. And it gets it by level up, too. Kevin wasn't born yesterday, Paco. Sorry. Yeah. Yep. Not today. Not today at all. T-Bolt. Good. And Geyser. I probably didn't have to Dynamax here, but I did anyway. I think that might have been a little aggressive from me. At the same time, whatever. It's fine. Got rid of their Hatterene, got rid of their Trick Room Sitter. They do have the Horse still, and I'm pretty sure a Horse doesn't want to waltz into a Dynamax Ogre Water Spout. Hello, Horse. Nice to meet you. I think I do the same thing, but to the... Yeah, the same thing. I do the literal identical thing. I don't see any issue, right? Just doing the same thing. If they protect, fine, whatever. Now, they do still have a Dynamax intact. That's one thing to keep in mind and one thing to consider. We don't. This is our Dynamax turn. So our goal here has to be to knock out as many Pokemon as we can before it's up. Before it's over. They actually do hard swap the Frostmoth. I guess they realize that there's just no point. Ogre, you're not getting Trick Room up. There's no way. Oh, they're Dynamaxing though. Oh, they're quaking my Electroweb. I think I have Sash though. Which means if their Ogre doesn't have Sash, we're fine. We are absolutely fine. And the good news here is that we're going to get the Max Geyser off and the Thunderbolt off before they're able to get the Quake off, which means they won't have the increased special defense. All right, big T-Bolt. A little lucky. I'll take it. Followed by the Max Geyser now into the Cali. I don't expect to knock out here, but I expect to hurt. Yeah, that definitely hurts. Is that AV? Nah, surely it can't be. They do go for the Max Quake, unfortunately, into my Electroweb. But like I said, Sash is still intact. So we can put a lot of pressure on them still. Specifically the Ogre, who did get some special defense raised too. Now, I'm not going to be able to one-shot the Ogre here, but I'm going to be able to hurt the Ogre, which is all I really need to do. Let's go for the Geyser. And part of me doesn't even want to T-Bolt. Part of me wants to Electroweb just to do a little bit more chip damage to the Calyrex because I'm not confident that a Geyser can KO the Calyrex at this health right now. Part of me also just wants to attack Calyrex instead. I mean, I do have Horn Leash. Oh, I do have Horn Leech. I should just double the Cali, knock it out, right? Because the Ogre could still protect here, which it does. Nice. See what happens when we use our brain? It's crazy. It's wild. So now we're definitely just going to knock out here. And in fact, we get to keep our Lucky for another turn. Gorgeous. Wonderful. Phenomenal. Reading our opponent like an absolute book on chapter 12. Now let's see what they can do here. My Dynamax is up, their Dynamax is up. We're back to regular Pokemon, except my Ogre is full health still. Frostmoth coming back on the field. Now I can't lock on to... any spread moves because of Wide Guard. So I'm actually just going to have to lock on to Thunder here. And Thunderbolt. Doubling into Ogre. That's all we got to do. Double into the Ogre. Worry about the turn later. Worry about the Frostmoth later. Like, what does Frostmoth do at this point? I feel like our lead was definitely the best lead we could have possibly had here. It's a very, very aggressive lead, but hey, sometimes it works. Very great damage onto Ogre since we know it's not a Assault Vest because it just used Protect the last turn, followed by the Specs Thunder. Bro, this is just a little mean. This is honestly just a little mean. We're just one-shotting Pokemon left and right with Ogre and Lucky right now. Bug Buzz now into my Lucky. Lucky will go down, unfortunately. But hey, it definitely did something. And it's a Life Orb on the Frostmoth too. Wow, okay. Well, now I'm going to go into XERNEAS. Show them that I have another restricted. And hopefully we get to click Play Rough with it. That'll be fun, right? Unironically, like, if this is Ice Scales, then technically Physical XERNEAS is better into Ice Scales. Let's go for the play rough. We have wide lens, so we should be able to. No! Let me use my fun new Pokemon, Paco. Just one turn. I would have gotten to attack. Would have been great. GG. And here you have the rental code for the physical XERNEAS team. And let me tell you, it did something in today's video. It honestly helped so much with the fact that a lot of Pokemon are built to be specially defensive in this meta because you have things like Ogre running around, you have things like Yveltal running around, you have things like Palkia, Reshiram, you know, some very high damage dealing special attackers. Everything in its mother carries an Assault Vest, like Groudon, like Rillaboom sometimes, you know. So it's really helpful to actually just be the opposite of what people think you are. Like my opponent in game 1 even decided to Dynamax their Gastrodon and set up the +3 special defense, only to realize that my team isn't all special. My team has physical attackers, that being the XERNEAS, right? So overall, like this team was it was a great fun, and it's honestly not bad. Again, the only thing I might change, maybe the Finny set's a little bit too supportive. Maybe I would stick a attacking move in there so I don't have to just rely on Nature's Madness for damage. And maybe a better item on XERNEAS. Like I understand play rough misses suck, but I think wide lens doesn't actually boost it enough to make it meaningful. It's still like I think about a 95% chance to hit or something. I don't know the exact math. I'm not good at math, but you know, I still miss my E-webs anyway. So if there's a chance to miss, it's probably gonna miss. Regardless, the team was so much fun. Thank you so much to jpaulomarcelo for sending this team over to us on Twitter. If you guys don't follow us on Twitter, go ahead and do that. We post a lot of cool stuff there sometimes. Anyway, just talk to us on Twitter. We pretty much respond to everything as well. Overall, thank you for sending this team. It was a great team to try out, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, leave a like and comment down below, and subscribe to Pokesports if you haven't done so already. Anyway, I'm Cam. This is Pokesports. Have a great night, and peace out. Bye-bye.